What is up, guys? Welcome back to the world of AI. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can clone any voice to an AI generated voice, whether that's your own or anyone else's, whether it's a celebrity. You can basically mimic those voices to other types of voices. And before we get into that video, guys, please subscribe, please like. I have a lot of other videos, guys, that has a lot of value, so please go check it out. And with that thought, let's get right into the video. I've also created a new coffee donation page if you want to support the channel. Please don't take this the wrong way, but it's just to support the channel as well as providing me with more resources to actually give back to you guys. So with that thought, I'll leave all the links in the description below. Now, this is an app called Tortoise, and it's basically a free application that was made by a developer in helping you mimic as well as clone your AI voice. Now, the thing about this is it's basically a customization text-to-speech program, and it's built to help you guys mimic as well as clone different audio files, and it's completely free, which is the great thing. And I just want to get over like some of the things about it, how to install it. There's two ways to actually do it. There's the collab way, which you can like use it through Google, and the second way is the local installation. And obviously it works way better if you are to install it locally. Obviously, with the time we have right now, I'm not going to be able to show you. I can definitely make another video on demonstrating how you can actually install it locally, but it's pretty straightforward. You just got to follow the steps over here. And the only thing is you need an NVIDIA GPU, so that's one thing that you need to make sure that you actually have, so that you're able to withstand the actual program on your computer. So I highly recommend it that you don't actually get the actual app without having an NVIDIA GPU. But we'll be using Google Colab, which is completely free and it's very useful, so we'll be doing that shortly. Now, in terms of its voice customization guide, they have perfect like analogs as well as perfect like description on what you have to do. You can add your own voice, you can add someone else's voice, which you can mimic. You need to save the clips in a certain way, and I'll be showing you guys that. Now, these are some of the prompt engineering that we're going to be doing, so I'll leave the link down in the description below. It's a lot of information, so I definitely recommend you guys to read through it, and it will help you. So with that thought, once you get to this page, click on this link and it'll take you to the Google Colab link, which I've already done over here. Now, before we actually get into that, I wanted to show you guys a certain demo of how it will actually formulate certain text-to-speech voices. So these guys, the actual developer has his own voice, and this is how it sounds.
Who lived in a meadow at the foot of a mountain, and their last name was Gruff. There was the big billy goat Gruff, the middle-sized billy goat Gruff, and the little billy goat Gruff.
So with that voice, he is able to mimic it in different basic tones as well as different aggressions, traits, different ways to mimic his voice using different AI generative prompts. For example, if he made it sound a certain way with a female voice, which is like this.
Tom's Diner seems like it would be a good karaoke song, just purely for the fact that you can't get it out of your head, so it's kind of...
That's another example.
It's not God so much as afterlife. Religion is pretty much about...
And another one.
You create this enormous pool of light around you all. So if you switch your light off...
From these examples, you can get a better understanding that you're able to actually mimic as well as get a clone of how your AI works. And this is actually absolutely amazing, and it's quite scary because it's getting to a point, guys, where you can basically mimic any person's voice using applications like this. Obviously, Tortoise isn't as refined to do that yet, but I believe in the future there's going to be better applications as well as refinement that will help you actually mimic 1-to-1 ratio to how your voice will come out through an AI source. So that's just another whole topic, but let's get right into the tutorial. So first things you got to do is click on the link, get to the Google Colab page. Secondly, you want to go to Audacity, and what you want to do is you want to go and download this is basically an application in which you're going to be providing samples to mimic your voice, and I want you guys to go download it for any of the processors that is compatible for you. So personally for me, I got the Windows 64-bit. So once you have done that, let's get to the next step in opening the actual application. So once you have actually opened up the application, you want to click on audio setup. You want to make sure that you have the right recording devices. For me, it's my Yeti microphone. So select the microphone that you want, as well as the playback device on what you want to get it amplified to, like basically the output device. And once you do that, you can just click the generative, sorry about that, lost the train of thought. You want to click on record, and what I want you guys to do is record 5 to 10 samples of your voice, and it actually recommends you to say a certain thing, which I'll show you over here. So gather audio clips of your speakers. Good sources are YouTube interviews. You can use YouTube DL to fetch the audio. It could be audiobooks or podcasts. Guidelines for good clips are in the next section. Cut your clips into 10 segments. You want at least 3 clips. More is better, which I said, this is why I said like 5 to 10 is a good range to supply it. But I only experimented with up to 5 in my testing. Save the clips. I'll show you this after. And this is the stuff that we'll show you. But it's recommended that you avoid saying like us or lies like in a lot of your statements. You don't want to be like excessively stuttering, which I obviously do a lot. Avoid speeches. These are generally have distortion and caused by the amplification system. Avoid clips from phone calls. You don't want to have background noises, so make sure that's important in your processing. No noises or reverbs. You also want to make sure that these clips were removed from the training data set. And that's basically the gist of it, guys. If you have these for your clips, you're going to be able to get the best generative responses using the AI clone. So with that thought, guys, record 10 clips, and with that, I'll be back once I've done so. Also, guys, I forgot to mention one important thing. You want to make sure that the project rate is at 200 or 22,050, because this is the best projected rate that your voice will be projected to help generate the clone AI voice. So make sure you do that, and I'll be back. I keep forgetting to mention this, but you also have to make sure that you export as WAV. Make sure you do that and save it to a file in which you can upload all 10 segments easily. So save it to a file, maybe name it AI voices, and that way it's easier to segment the videos. So in my case, I would recommend AI underscore sample 1, and you want to do that with all 10 files and save it into a folder. You can obviously do it with Audacities, but I would recommend you create a new folder, name it AI voices, and save all 10 to that. And once you have done that, we'll get to the next step. All right, so I've finished completing all my samples. I got all 10 of different things that I was saying, so that I can get a better understanding as to what my voice is, so I can get the better generative response to clone it. So once you have done that, you want to go on to the collab Google link, or you can use whatever platform that you want to use. If it's locally, you can do that as well. So first things first, do not do anything in generating your text. I want you guys to save a copy in your drive, because you don't want any of your data sources or whatever you're trying to generate that goes to the actual creator of the application. So create a copy of it first, and before you do that, make sure you go to runtime and change runtime type, and make sure it is on GPU. It will not run good on anything else. So 100% make sure it's GPU. Click save and click connect. It will take a couple of seconds, and once that is done, I'm going to be showing you guys what to do next. Once that is completed, you can see that there's going to be a check mark over here, and it will show you the system RAM, GPU RAM, as well as the disk space. That will help you get a better understanding of what is running, as well as how Google is going to be running this platform. So once that is done, you can basically minimize this, and what you want to do now is click Instalize over here, click this play button, and it will start running the script. You don't have to do anything, you just got to click a button, and as simple and as easy as that. And it'll take a couple of seconds for the first prompt, and it'll start downloading. It might take a couple of seconds, so once that is completed, I will be back. So once it's completed, you will get a check mark over here, and you can start moving on to the next thing. What it was just installing the script, as well as copying, as well as installing some of the things that will be needing to copy, as well as clone your voice. Secondly, you want to click on the next bubble prompt, and it will start installizing whatever that it needs to do. and once that is finished, I will be back. So now what you want to do is you want to upload all the files from your AI prompt after the second prompt is completed downloading. So I'm going to be doing that, and make sure you open the file up. It'll open this prompt up, and you just have to choose your 10 files, and once that's done, I'll be back. Okay, so now the audio files are uploaded. Now, one thing before we get into the next part, you can tell what you want to copy or paste, or what the content that you want to clone, basically. So if it's like a ebook or something, you can basically paste it over here. Obviously, there's gonna be certain metrics that tell you how you can actually do this, like the parameters. So make sure it's not a too big like text file. So you want to keep it smaller the better, and it will generate faster. So write whatever you want to clone, and for the preset mode to determine the quality options, there's something that is fast, which is the default mode. Obviously, if you want to slow down the actual text to speech, you can lower it down to medium or lower. And there's also a standard in terms of quality. If you want to do higher quality, you can see the docs API and like how to tweak it, and that's on the actual GitHub. So if you want to tweak around like how to actually basically process your cloned voice, you can do so using the doc, so that you can use the prompts to actually engineer it better. And obviously, one thing you can also look at is the prompt engineering. There's actually something people have been doing, and they discovered that it's possible to do a prompt engineering with Tortoise. And basically, for example, you can invoke emotions by including things like "I'm sad" before your text, and what it will do is it will build an automated redaction system that you can use to take advantage of. So it'll basically use the prompt to actually help you create a voice that is actually sad. This is something that they're engineering and they're working on continuously. So definitely try and continuously work on that. Now, moving on to the next part, you just click generate voice, and it'll take a couple seconds. And once that is done, we'll have our voice that is mimicked. And just like that, we're done. And I am personally, I'm amazed right now, because this sounds definitely way more beautiful than my own voice.
Thanks for reading this article. I hope you learned something.
Which is insane, guys. Obviously, you can mimic to different people's voices, and it'll need more samples, but this is just amazing, guys. And that's basically a gist of how you can actually get your sequence, and you can actually save this to your Google Drive or your own local computer. So this is basically how you can actually mimic people's voices, and there's going to be continuous development as well as engineering to actually help the model become a little bit more proficient and effective to your own needs. And I would highly recommend that you play around, read some of the documents that shows you how you can actually tweak it around, use different data sets such as these to actually make your prompts better sounding, and cloning the AI so it sounds in a certain way. So there's a lot of things that you can play around with, and obviously it's best if you run it on your local if you have the capabilities to do so. So please go check it out. And I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, please go subscribe. Please go support the channel, guys. It would mean the world to me. And with that thought, guys, I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, fellas.